and start to pedal slowly for me, Ingrid. So as Ingrid pedals slowly, what you'll see is she comes over the top on the left side. She gets this little bit of a, I'm exaggerating it now, she gets this little bit of a push to the right. If we looked at her pressure map right now, she'd be sitting heavy on that right side and she'd be sitting over to the right side. What she just told me is that she feels that she gets kinked at the top of the pedal stroke. Now I'm curious what her left side looks like relative to her right. So go ahead and pause for me, Ingrid. Pull out your left foot and then set that back here. If we look at her right leg, backward pedal nice and slow. If we look at her right leg in relative isolation, she's able to come over the top of that pedal stroke and the bottom with very little motion. She's nice and stable, she's nice and centered. And then if she pedals forward, as she comes over the top, again, nice and smooth, very little motion in the pelvis. She's able to keep her core engaged. She's not getting pushed around on the bike. Her knee also tracks very neutral here, as you saw before. Her knee tracks nice and straight up and down. So then, go ahead and pause there for me, and then slowly click in. As soon as she gets that left foot up, she gets pushed over, and then clip out here, and then backward pedal there. As she comes through this pedal stroke, right there, you can almost see, or you can probably see how she gets pushed off the center line of the bike. And go ahead and come on around to the front for me. And if we look at how her knee travels from the front, it'll probably be a little bit challenging to see here. If we look at how her knee travels from the front, she gets pushed to the outside and then she gets pulled to the inside. We've got a laser set up here and you can really see how that knee gets dragged around from the hip. She also going to pause there for me at the top. So right there. Also, as she comes over the top, her foot really wants to pronate because of the stiffness in the ankle that we talked about, and then that starts to push around the knee. So we're seeing what we saw on the bike. The knee is caught between a rock and a hard place with nowhere to go and no one really to rely on. So we're going to need to work on the bike fit here as well as the body fit. You were mentioning earlier there's a difference in what you feel here in your hip. What does that feel like? Yeah.
I feel like I got a lock in here because every time I'm on top.
Yeah.
I don't have the mobility like to stay there without moving my hips.
Yeah. So this guy's kind of pushing you around or you get jammed up a bit.